on? What's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, sometimes Chris Walker, coming to you live from Houston, Texas, but we broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And today is Tuesday, right? Oh, let me tell you something. Do me a favor. Text, tag, tell everybody about this show. I'm about to share something with y'all I ain't never shared on the show today. I'm gonna give you something. I'm gonna give you something. I'm gonna be like Aretha Franklin. I'm gonna give you something you can feel. I'm gonna give you a little something you can feel. So text and tag. I'm gonna do it in a minute, but make sure all your summer basketball, all your kids, all your athletes, if they're not in school, have them watching the show today. I need to talk to the coaches. I'm talking to everybody, the parents, everybody. Listen, I got a state of the union. Y'all got to realize these kids getting ready to go into district play. Some of them are already into it, and it's certain things that we just need to know about athletes, about the modern athlete. Okay. About the modern athlete. Okay, yeah, let's get, so text, tag, I mean everybody. I think I did it already. Text, tag, tell. Everybody in Dallas need to hear this. Everybody in Memphis need to hear this. Everybody, I got something for y'all today. This for y'all. This for y'all. I ain't got no babies. I ain't got no kids. I just, all y'all kids mine. But I got something unique. Sean Davis, I'm telling you. Sean Davis. You're gonna be Brad. You're gonna be the smartest person in the nail shop. Brad, you're gonna be the smartest dude on the golf course. Let me shout out to my starting five. We got Thaddeus Moody on Facebook. Who else we got on Facebook? Thaddeus Moody, Daryl Anderson, Barry McDonald. What's up, Barry? Paul Miranda, Sonia Billingsley. Sonia Billingsley. This the day. This is the tech. This is the share. No, text somebody, call somebody. Say y'all better get to the Chop Shop right now. Y'all get to the Chop Shop right now. Telling y'all. I mean, they can come back and get it later, but if you want it live, I'm going to give it to you. I told y'all. What I tell you, I said they call me the butcher because I'm going to give it to you raw. Now, you season it the way you want to, but I'm going to give it to you dead raw. But thank you. Rod Rail said gave 2 thumbs up. There you go. I'm telling you, y'all, I got to wait. Y'all got to share the show. I got to wait on this one, but happy birthday to Money Mike Collins. It's his birthday today. Him and his sister Mackenzie, they're twins, and both of them. Happy birthday to both of y'all. Great young people, great athletes. I'm just so proud of watching you grow up, and from just the little bitty tykes, and now you're 17. And getting ready to do great things. So shout out to Mackenzie and Michael Collins. Happy birthday to them today. If y'all got them on social media or see them anywhere on social media, make sure that you shout them out. Simeon Sims. I got something for you today, Simeon. Even Simeon gonna have to. He might learn something today. Sean, all your friends, I'm telling you, everybody that you know got an athlete. Eric Boone is in the bed. Everybody that you know got an athlete. Everybody you know don't even have no athlete. I don't even mind if you go get the lady at the nail shop, Nancy, and let her listen today, because everybody gonna be able to benefit from it. But tonight, good afternoon, everybody. Ja Morant returns tonight. Can't wait. Anybody know anything about me? They know that's one of my favorite players to watch play. I don't agree with all that stuff he's doing, the crazy stuff. No. But I know they're young, and I don't know. I don't know how it feels to be Ja Morant, the modern athlete. I don't know. I'm gonna share some things with y'all about the modern athlete today. But you know what? I just want to thank y'all, right? Serious. Sean, we got a game today. I can't hear it until later for me. I'll pass it along. Got you, Sean. Sean, where you coach at? Where you coach at, Sean? No, I'm finna give it to you right now, Sean. I'm gonna give it to you. It's finna come in a minute. You ain't gonna get it all, but yeah, you gonna be able. You gotta come back and listen to this. But thank you for everyone for joining us. The Chop Shop, man. Y'all make this work. Y'all make me go and dig deeper. Y'all really do. You are the work. You're the reason I do this. So if y'all wouldn't show up every day, I'm gonna tell you to be in the community around knowledge. I wouldn't be doing it. I wouldn't be doing it. Oh, Randall High School. Okay, good job. Wait a minute. Hold on. This for Randall High School. Hold on. Give it to my man right now. Hey. Randall High School. You're gonna love this, Sean. I'm gonna give it to you in a minute, Sean, because I ain't gonna wait too much longer. But I'm just going through my see what I got to do. I ain't gonna go there. I was gonna go to you. And my question to everybody, Sean, I know you're a coach. I'm thankful knowing you're a coach, but every day I try to make people better when I'm on this show and talking and communicating with you. But I like to now know, who are you helping to get better today? If you want to be great, uplift those around you. I want to uplift this community around me, because if this community rise, guess what? All of us rise. And I was watching, listen to this boy Plies. I didn't never listen to his music, but his little commentary, he tweeted this when somebody sent it to me. He said, I don't understand how you can work hard all your life to get the bag, just to run around and F chicks raw who ain't got nothing, just to give them your hard-earned money. I just don't get it. I'm gonna repeat that. I don't understand how you can work hard your whole life to get a bag, just to run around and F chicks raw with no condom, who ain't got nothing, but he said SHIT, just to give them your hard-earned money. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Then, shout out to Kemba Walker. I'm going to play a video of him later, because all these kids think they can play and go to pro. Kemba Walker, one of the best players on the planet. But he's over there. He said, I'm playing basketball. I can't complain about it. I'm in a great place. I'm in Monaco. If you ever been to Monaco, it's a great place. He said, I'm traveling the world. I'm getting to see Europe. I'm having a great time. Shout out to Kemba Walker. Still a great player. There's just no need for him in NBA right now. But his perspective is solid as it come. And to my guy who asked my guy about, when I say I watch the basketball games, I watch games different from y'all. I watch the game different from Freightman. Freightman see the game different. Brandy see the game different. Paul McGrana see the game different. Businessman see the, Corey Willis see the game different. Who was that earlier? Sean. Why? Sean, he's a coach. Randall High School. He see the game different from me. You see the game different. I can't see it from a coach's point of view because I'm not a coach. I've been a coach, but not a high school coach. I'm just a summer basketball coach. But there's a difference between watching basketball and knowing basketball. Too many people think they know basketball, they watch. I watch this tweet. Dude said I watch a lot of home improvement shows on TV, but that don't mean I know how to build a house. You got watchers and you got knowers. I want y'all to take that one, and I might repeat that one later when everybody get on. But I'm about to share something with y'all because I ain't got time to play with it. I got to get it out. You know, sometimes stuff just in your body, you just got to get it out. What does the modern athlete have to go to that you didn't when you were coming up as an athlete? That's my question, y'all. Elliot Bill. What does, I need players who play. What does the modern, and we'll just wait until we get enough players on here. Who played high school, college ball? Who played this game? What does the modern athlete has to go through that you didn't when you were coming up? I just don't want to go from my perspective. Boone, I want your perspective. What did they have as an athlete? What do they have to go through coming up that you didn't have to go through? Brandon says she just watched. That's all right, Brandon. Brandon, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. I got you back. You were coming up. I just don't want to go for my. Yeah. Y'all hear me? Yeah. I just heard myself. I don't like listening to myself. Somebody was playing me back yesterday. I said, don't play it. I don't want to hear it. Lakeisha, how you doing? Keisha, did you play basketball? Lakeisha, talk to me. Anybody who actually played basketball, really played on a team and been on a team, played in high school, played in college, what does the modern athlete have to go through that you didn't when you were coming up as an athlete? Or you didn't have to, hold up, you didn't have to play basketball, any sport, any sport. So, okay, gotcha. That my man, social media. I like that. Because what I did in this study, we asked a lot of athletes and a lot of coaches, and I'm gonna give you some of the answers, y'all. Let me get to. I might have to put my glasses on. Let me give you some of the answers, cause y'all, we finna go. We finna go through something right now. Let's see, is that it? Let's see. Is that it right there? Let's see, is that it? Let's see. No, that's not it. These are the modern athletes' challenges. When you see it, you see the first thing is social media, like some of y'all said. I like that. Mark Edwards, I'm glad you're here. Sonia, I'm glad you're here. Dad Moody, social media, comparison, constant feedback, stream on feedback. Different generations of parents. NIL, Feud Eagle. Man, I'm finding out last night some people the freshmen jealous. Let me put this down, then I'll put it back up. Let me put it down, put it back up. Wait a minute. Let me put it up. The freshmen who ain't bust a damn grape, jealous of the transfers who got them winning. They jealous because they're NIL money. But I knew this was coming. I told y'all when y'all was we want NIL. Chris Walker, Jimmy, NIL. I said, man, this is going to cause some problems. You can't worry about what everybody else got. What I talked to y'all about comparison the other day. Man, I just found this out yesterday. I mean, this. That's just like me. I represent a player. I don't get but 3 to 4%. The player get the 96%. Well, I'm gonna be mad at him because he getting 90%. He's the he's the talent. Are y'all listening to me? Maybe let me lower your voice because some of y'all, I don't like when black men get too loud. I get threatened by strong black men. I don't care because I'm gonna do what I want to do anyway. I was just, yeah. Yo, I got to go through y'all some line. My thing is, what does the modern athlete have to go through that we didn't have to go through? More outside voices, the transfer portal, easy access to drugs, early specialization, legalizing of sports gambling. That's y'all don't even know that. That's oh my God. Structured schedule to the minute. Commercializations of youth sports, widespread use of technology to track athletes' performances. These are the challenges that these kids are doing. Troy, I said that the other day, and somebody named Paul Miranda gonna tell me, well, they be wanting comparisons from us. So they can want whatever the hell they want from me. Mark, Troy, text tag. Troy, we finna talk about an important subject today. I got slides and everything for y'all today. When I take the time to do this, it's important. Y'all got all that information. Y'all screenshot that so you can have it. Screenshot that you can have it. But when you see the first thing is social media, but if I were to take it one step deeper, social media has changed everyone's lives. What's up, Craig? I think there's no downtime for mental development because everything is back. I love it, Craig. Let me put that up there, Craig, so people can see it. Craig, share the show. Craig, everybody in the world need to hear this story today. I got something for y'all today. Check this out. Social media has changed all of our lives. Y'all's too. Some of you grown people are addicted to it too now. I'm talking to my babies, but some of y'all are addicted to it too. But I think when you take it deeper, all the things that come with social media, the comparisons, the need to continually post, and the 24/7 scrutiny of social media. 24 hours a day scrutiny. These are things that most of us never experienced. I didn't have to experience that. Corey Willis, I don't know how old you are. I didn't have to experience that. I ain't talking about no Anthony Edwards. I ain't talking about Anthony Edwards yet. I'm talking about all of them. Zion, I can be talking about all of them. This ain't about no Anthony Edwards. Corey Willis. My thoughts are higher than Anthony. Just listen, son. Just listen. Listen. As an athlete, how would you handle people that are trying to give you advice on stuff that they have never experienced? How would you handle it back then? Y'all talk to me now. Instead of talking about Anthony Edwards, I'm talking about y'all's ass right now. We talking about us right now. Keisha, as an athlete, How would you handle all your old heads? How would you handle that people are trying to give you advice on stuff that they have never experienced? How would you receive it as an athlete? I know me. At best, I have an internal eye roll like, and probably an external eye roll. If I'm being honest. Like, no. I told y'all, I'm out on the golf course one day, and this dude trying to tell me what to do when I missed a shot. I politely told him, when you able to beat me, then you able to tell me. I don't want to hear that shit from you. You knock. All you can teach me how to do is knocking in the bushes and knocking on. Shut up. Let me finish. Y'all follow me? Motherfucker who ain't done nothing at your level trying to tell you what to do about it. Let me keep going. Let me keep going. Let me keep going. Let me keep going. You can't. Back then, I didn't pay much attention to them people. I didn't. And I think that's why this parable I'm about to put up means so much. Let me find it. You know I can't see. Let me find it. I think this might be it. That's it. What on earth are you doing? Said I to the monkey when I saw him lift the fish from the water and place it up in a tree. I'm saving it from drowning, was the monkey's reply. It's a parable. It means so much. Now, if you give this right here to an athlete, they may look at you and they confused. Some of y'all confused right now. But if you break it down, if the monkey stays under the water, what happens to the monkey? It dies, right? Let me put my face up there. Oh, let me put my face up there. Where my bag? Where my bag? There. Move that thing out the way. Don't be in front of my face, so y'all can see me. I'm gonna take it down in a minute. If you break it down, if the monkey stays underwater with the fish, what happens? It dies, right? But the monkey is projecting its life experiences onto the fish. And in the process, he is hurting the fish by putting the fish in the tree. How does that relate to coaching? No, I wasn't polite. Mac, you need to share this with everybody, Mac. Hey, Mac, I stumble on to something here, Coach, because I'm thinking about the modern athlete. I would take it because some people study from all experience. Well, that's you, Craig. You can take it. I'm not finna let nobody 100 damn handicap tell me, and I'm a single digit handicap in it about it. I'm a giraffe. I'm not about to listen to a turtle, Craig. biome, because a turtle and a giraffe can occupy the same space. Craig, biome. I'm glad that you were, because people have studied it. That's you. That's your opinion. I like that. Let me put it up there so y'all don't know. That's yours. But the giraffe and the turtle can occupy the same geographical space. But the turtle is got a view of only down there at the grass. That's his level of comprehension. But the giraffe can see up higher because they have to eat high up in there. So his perspective is different. The only problem comes, Craig, is when the giraffe, is trying to listen to what the turtle. It ain't that the turtle all right. He just got a different view. I ain't saying the turtle bad, but I'm not finna listen. He ain't finna tell me about high things, and he ain't never been high. It's called instinct. And the giraffe is so majestically made. He got a 25-pound heart that pumps blood up into that long 9-foot neck. So he can't bend down. He bend down, he'll lose consciousness. He ain't got time to bend down and mess around and eat with the turtle from down there. He eat from up high. He got a different perspective. Nothing about the turtle's perspective. I ain't saying the turtle can have him. The turtle, other turtles can listen to a turtle's perspective. But when the giraffe start listening to him, it's a metaphor. You'll get it later. You'll get it later. But let me get back. Hey, Akila. Akila, you finna be the smartest lady in the nail shop. But hold on. How does this relate to coaching? You still don't get it. How does this relate to coaching? It's just such a different experience. If I tried to tell an athlete now how I navigated those waters, that doesn't even apply now. I didn't have to deal with this, y'all. Hold on. Let me put this up. McKinley singing. No, you ain't got me, dude. You still ain't. Dude, see, that's the damn problem. Right there, you got me. You ain't got it. Dude, that's weak as hell. What about the low? The turtles can see the traps are set below. Your thoughts are, that's where your thoughts are. So you keep your thoughts down there. Yeah, it's all right. You ain't got me. You really just got yourself. And there's some smart people on this feed, Craig. So you got yourself that time. I didn't have to deal with this. McKinley Singleton, one of the best players in Memphis history, is on the feed right now. He didn't have to deal with these things right here. Hold on, y'all. I got to turn on something. He didn't have to deal with it. I'm back. Man said he got me. Oh, my God. Gotta do better than that, boss. Yeah, but slow down, because you're going to miss out on your blessing trying to get somebody. I ain't trying to get nobody. I'm trying to give this information out to our people. So you can go get yourself over there if you want to, because you ain't got me. But let me keep going. If I tried to teach this, and it may not even help them, the information I got, it may hurt them because I didn't have to navigate through what I just gave you. I'm telling you the truth. I didn't have to do this. I didn't. I didn't have to go through all of this, you know. So it's such. I'm trying to see. So I have to find, as a coach, I would have to find a new way to help them navigate this new normal. And I think that's really important. Coaches, you can't, these new athletes, you can't, those days are gone. I think it's really important that you help them navigate this new normal. Those things I put up there for you. And I got a quote. Let me find this quote. Let me see. Is that it? No, that ain't. That it? No, that ain't. Huh. Don't limit children to your own learning, for they have been born in another age. Hmm. Let that sink in for a second. Let that think in. Let that seep in for a second. Okay. Let me erase that one. Then put this one up. How close can I get to an honest conversation? If you think about this question right here, this is something that an NBA coach asked himself to measure his relationships. NBA coach. What do you think is the significance of this question I just put up there? Let me put it back up there because I want y'all to get this in there. How close can I get to an honest conversation? What do you think is the significance of this question? I think it's the honest conversations. Let me get this off the screen right quick. I think it's the honest conversations that happen over time that are going to create the relationships, coaches, to be able to influence the athlete. So many times when I show this to coaches for the first time, they would say, Robert, it's getting harder and harder to tell the truth. Harder and harder to tell the truth. This college coach is telling me. Y'all, this one been heavy on me. I'm giving it to you today. He says, pardon. He said, to me, I think coaches they are world-class tellers. They're used to telling people what to do. Tellers. It's what they have been trained to do. It's tell and fix everything. That's what a coach do. Tell him to do this, tell him to do this, and I fix everything. That's what they're trying to do. But they haven't been trained to ask or listen. They haven't been trained to do that. And if you think about this, hold on. You think about this. I got another slide for you. Let me see where I'm at. Let's see. What's my next one? And if you think about this is what the game is becoming. This is what the game is becoming, ladies and gentlemen. Look at it. Selfishness, social media, lack of chemistry, unity, outside distractions, communication issues, negative attitudes, unmotivated, not supporting one another. All these on teams right now. Lack of trust, laziness, lack of common goals, lack of accountability, drama inside the team. Every team in Houston, every team in here in Houston is doing this. Drama out inside the team. Poor internal leadership, egos, unhealthy internal competition. Unhealthy internal, being jealous of a dude because he's better than you instead of just keep competing. Let me keep going. Egos, unhealthy, lack of discipline, lack of focus, third-party advice. All of you AAU people can't even leave the damn kids alone and play on their damn high school team because you're calling and wherever. Man, when you gonna play on my team? I need a commitment from you now. I need to. Fear of failure, lack of confidence, eating habits, academic demands, criticism, lack of coachability. Partying, entitlement, complacency, lack of buy-in, expectations. This is what the game is becoming, ladies and gentlemen, parents, because if you look at these things that get in the way of the team, all of them are human-related issues. Screenshot that. From your perspective. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. From your perspective, what is your role in attacking these issues? Parents, coaches, parents, coaches, parents, outsiders, third parties, summer coaches, all of y'all, everybody who got something to say. What is your role in attacking those issues I gave you? What's your role? I think a lot of these can be solved through conversation. Let's talk about it. Instead of trying to, I got you. I ain't trying to get you, Craig. I'm trying to level you up. I see what's happening in this community. Everybody jealous. You need to shoot the ball. You need to shoot the ball. Why you pass the ball? Don't even know nothing about the damn game of basketball. Just start watching basketball. But they telling their son, why'd you do that? Why you pass that ball? Mama, that was the right play. Share the show. Y'all, I told y'all need to share this show. I'm giving out this value. Millions of people need to hear this right now. The only thing that's stopping people not sharing the show, that's 15 thumbs up on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, you got to hit thumbs up. If you own, see, I don't ask y'all for nothing. Hey, do we ask y'all for anything? Nothing. Share the show and like the show. That's all we ask. Come on now, we got to be proactive. What is your role at attacking these issues? Ain't nobody saying nothing. I'm waiting on y'all. Y'all waiting on me. I'm waiting on y'all. What is your role in attacking some of these issues? Y'all remember the issues I just put up there? Should I put them back up there? Let me see. Can I see? This is what gets in the way of your teams right now. Coaches are getting fired. This stuff right here. This is what getting in the way. So nobody gonna tell me what is your role in attacking some of these issues. But like I said, I think a lot of these can be solved through conversation. That's why I said let's talk about it. You know what I'm gonna do? Since y'all don't want to say nothing, let me find you some examples. let's look at a couple of examples of why this is so important, what I just gave you. Let me know. Kyrie Irving, he returns home to go back to Boston, a team he had left. He had just left, and he came back first round of the playoff. It was an incredible first game. I'm gonna show you. Let me find some of them. Let me find it. I think this is it.
It looked like there were a couple times where you gave the fans the finger. I'm curious, was there anything that you thought crossed the line today, and are you the kind of guy that gets motivated by kind of going back and forth with the fans? Do you kind of use that internally as something to fire you up?
That wasn't it. That was the wrong one. This might be it.
So fan captures that, right? This is
That's
so
not
fan
it.
captures that, right? This is so fan captures that, right? This is
My buttons ain't working good today. Got to be one of these. Hold on. Might be.
after the game.
Nope.
After the
That's
game.
not it. That's not it.
After the game.
I didn't want y'all to see that. I think I found it. Here we go.
First round of this year's playoffs, has an incredible first game. Take a look at what happens right after he hits this shot.
Irving fires away. Got it! A two-pointer for Kyrie Irving.
And I think he might have saluted them.
And this was such a beautiful shot. Turns and the middle finger salute to one of the fans. He'll get fined for that.
First round of this year's playoffs, has an incredible first game. Take a look at what happens right after he hits this shot.
Reason I played that, it was an incredible first game. I want y'all to take a look at what happened after he hit the shot and played the video. When I played the video, he hit the shot, then turned and said F you, to the fans. So right after that, I think that wasn't the fan, which one of these videos, the fan captures him saying, hold on, let me see which one was it. Not that one. I think this one.
So fan captures that, right?
Here it is.
This is so fan captures that, right? This is so fan captures that, right?
So fans saw him doing that.
So fan captures that, right?
Fan called him.
This is
he gave
so
him a
fan
double
captures
bird,
that, right?
flipped the bird, 2 times to him, right? Okay. And this right after the game, you heard him go to the dressing room, and I think he said this.
After the game. After the game.
I hope y'all heard.
After the game.
Hope y'all heard that.
After the game. After the game.
I wanted to show y'all that. Right after the game. Y'all guys got that right. And here is the post-game interview I played a minute ago, and I think, let's see, this might be the post-game.
It looked like there were a couple times where you gave the fans the finger. I'm curious, was there anything that you thought crossed the line today, and are you the kind of guy that gets motivated by kind of going back and forth with the fans? Do you kind of use that internally as something to fire you up?
Look, I'm just where I'm from. I'm used to all these antics and people being close nearby. It's nothing new when I come into this building, what it's going to be like. But it's the same energy they have for me, and I'm gonna have the same energy for them. And it's not every fan. I don't want to attack every fan, every Boston fan. But when people start yelling pussy and bitch and fuck you and all this stuff, it's but so much you can take as a competitor. And, we're the ones expected to be docile and be humble and take a humble approach. Nah, fuck that. It's the playoffs. This is what it is. I know what to expect in here, and it's the same energy I'm giving back to them. It is what it is. I'm not really focused on it. It's fun. You know what I'm saying? And like again, where I'm from, I've dealt with so much. So coming in here, you relish it as a competitor, and this is, I'm gonna keep repeating myself when I say again, but this isn't my first time in TD Garden. So what you guys saw and what you guys think is as entertainment, or the fans think is entertainment, all is fair in competition. So if somebody's gonna call me out of my name, I'm gonna look at them straight in the eye and see if they really
Looked like there were a couple times where you gave.
Think about everything I've been talking about. I'm going to I'm piling. I'm moving into. I'm watching these athletes, right? Does it seem like he is someone that has been hardened by his environment? And the reason I say this, because I got another interview when he first came into the league. He had just finished up from Duke. And I'm gonna play this one, right? Watch this. Oh, let me see. Watch this.
Best thing Coach K taught me is how to be a professional.
What does that mean?
What it means, the best thing Coach K taught me is how to be a professional.
What does that mean?
What it means is that all the time you're on top of your game, no matter what. All the time. Whether it's coming to appearances, doing business things, or being out on the court, more importantly. Dedicate yourself to your craft, and that comes with being a professional. If you're going to be a professional, then you have to be that all the time. There's no days off. The best thing Coach K taught me is how to be a professional.
What does that mean?
Did y'all hear that? Does it seem like he was someone when he was in that second press conference, after he had told the person to suck his thing, throwed the fingers, got in the press conference and said, this is where I do, I'm doing this. I done been in TD Guy. Why? Pretend this your son. Since y'all think it's Tyree, take Kyrie out of the equation because he's somebody's son, right? That went through this same summer basketball, Ken Dean, and went to all of this stuff, and he went through all of this stuff and got on the highest pinnacle. Because I'm telling a story for y'all. Watch this. Does it seem he, in an interview, when he first came to the league, that's how he used to think. And he was asked what was the best advice that he learned from Coach K. Ain't those a hell of a contrast from what the other stuff you just seen? Huh? When you look at that, you think about, does he take his role as the villain in this situation in order to motivate himself? And the question I would ask is, if he does, is that a satisfying way to live your life, young student athlete? You came in with this innocence about being professional, and you let these crazy ass folk, what I tell y'all yesterday, what's my advice I sent my son off to college with? Don't let your talent take you somewhere your character won't keep you. No matter where you go, you got to maintain your character. Sean Watson. Hey, Ruth. You follow me? I think the thing that is underappreciated in this, I think is when you talk to NBA athletes, they will say the same thing. Watch this. Think about the platform that they on, where there are all these people come up under one roof, TD Garden and Toyota Center, all of these people on the same roof. American Airlines Center, if you're in Dallas, right? All these people. And to experience this thing, you're feeling the energy in there. The fans feeling the energy, they drunk, they feeling the energy. It's like a concert when people go into these games. Music playing, everything. Steve Kerr complained about Phoenix playing too much damn music. It's like a club in the Phoenix arena. But you got all of this, y'all. You got this energy. It feel like a concert. But remember, fans, there is a global distribution of the game in real time while y'all in there. So when they these players walk back to their locker room after the game and pick up their phones, listen to me. There is a commentary that's going on. That's why I watch what I say about young players on this show. And I watch what I say about people on this show. I watch what I say because there's a commentary. Everybody got a commentary about what's going on. James Harden is this. James Harden is this. Ain't nobody put up what the hell James Harden them did for the last 8 games. But I heard them earlier. But ain't nobody came on here. See, if you follow me. And I ain't going to talk about it. I'm watching your hypocrisy. There's a commentary going on. Pretend it's you. Pretend you the player. And if you think about the notification centers in your phones, right? Just think about this. All the people that you follow. If every one of those people tweeted 3 times an hour, your notification. See, them players, their notification center is about them. And it would be more populated than your entire news feed. Think about that for a second. That's their reality. That's their reality. So to come in and say, man, hey, that's a shame he did that. That's a shame he said it. That's not the play. Because they are going to know you don't get it. What is the play? Trying to understand how you go from the Coach K told me to be a professional Kyrie to suck my private parts. How you go from there to there? Because y'all wearing the hell out of these athletes. Y'all tweeting stuff. I mean, I'm seeing some stuff that's just ridiculous. This is the best. This is the best too. This is the best. This the best poke. This the best PG in Houston. This the best. This the best. This the best. Shut up. Until you get all of them in one room and let them go at it, how the hell you gonna know who the best? You know I tell you. I'm going to tell you off air, Herb. I just saw a tweet, Herb. Didn't nobody tell me that. They ain't going to tell me no stupid ass shit like that. I saw a tweet. Come talking about who. And you know it's so transparent. Y'all tweets are so transparent out here. So, thinking about Kyrie. How can we learn from this? How can we teach our players? How can we teach our young people that? I think it's, I tell you what, I got a pretty cool person we can learn from. Okay? Let me give you something else. Let me give you something else. Hold on. Let me see. That ain't it. I got that one. This is a pretty cool person that we can learn from. This is Giannis Antetokounmpo. This was him on draft night. He wasn't in the green room. He was up in the stands. right? Look at him. Look how innocent this kid looks. Didn't even know where to get a suit at, y'all. He was new to America. It's amazing. They did a 60 minutes feature on this. I would encourage you to go watch it. I got you. I got you, Herb. I got you. I'm going to send it to you. I got you, Glenn Bishop. But keep listening, Glenn Bishop. You ain't going to worry about rankings after this one, Glenn Bishop. But this, I think this is a cool person we can learn from right here. Okay? Look at that suit. New to America. In the NBA Finals a couple of years ago, he airballed 2 free throws. His routine took longer than normal because the fans would count. You have 10 seconds to shoot a free throw. Take a look at this. I hope I find it. Which one is the first one? Let's see. Let's hope this is.
You know, he was asked after game 1, do you hear the fans counting? He says, do I hear the fans counting? There's 20,000 people going 1, 2. He says, of course I do, but I'm going to embrace it and stick to my routine, which seems to have sped up a bit.
He sped up, but if they ever are playing from way ahead, late in the fourth quarter, I think he should just hold it there and see how far it goes. We got guys on the phone in front of us timing him, and he had him at 8.5.
Oh, the crowd delights in the air ball as he hits 1 for 2.
So
Now, he was asked after game 1, do you hear the fans counting? He says, do I hear the fans?
Got something for you. Do you think if he'd have did the double bird to the crowd, what would have happened? Told y'all we finna learn something from this kid. Do you think if he'd have sent the double bird, what would the crowd have done? What would that do to the fans if he'd have flipped them the bird like Kyrie did? It would energize them, right? See, what you fight, you give power to. Somebody can tweet that one. You got my permission. He was able to put blinders on. And that's what makes him unique. That's what makes him unique. So he was asked, and this incident a year after it happened, later, he was asked again. He was asked about his personal accolades. I want you to take a look what he said. Let me tell y'all something. This the kind of stuff y'all need to be giving to these little players around here. Instead of all that other bullshit crap they've been giving your sons for the last 20 years around here. Write this. Check this out.
Don't talk much about you being in contention for the scoring champion. And I think that's because of you, because we know what you care about. You care about the team, you care about health, your priorities are otherwise. And I know that you wouldn't change your style of play, but do you track that at all? Is that one of the, not at all, not a little, not, you don't ask anybody, you don't look?
No, he holds you back. Like he holds you back. I really believe in this. You don't get to your full potential when you worry about the wrong things, you know. And I'm obsessed with basketball. I really want to be the best that I can be, and you know, I've showed it times and times that I'm about that. I'm not about scoring champ. I can care less. You know, I'm not about MVP. I can care less. You know, I just want to be the best player that I can be, and whatever that takes me, I'm okay with that. You know, so if I keep worrying about if I can win the scoring champ and who I've done it in the past and who I'm in cup, no. It takes me away from the goals that I really want to achieve. So but I know a lot of people follow it. You know, I know probably my teammates follow it or my brother follow it, but I try to close my social media, throw all those distractions away and just focus on how can I tomorrow, today, how can I get better? How can I read how can I make free throws? How can I improve my jump shot? How can I be a better teammate? How can I be stronger, more explosive? How can I make good decisions? How can I enjoy the game? How can I focus on myself without being selfish? Just, focus on myself by making the good decision for myself and my teammates. How can I be in the moment and don't worry about the future? Like, those are the things that allow me to reach my full potential, and those are the things I worry about every single day.
Don't talk much about you being in contention for the scoring champion. And I think
I hope y'all heard that, because I know you ain't never heard it from no player. I ain't never heard it from no player. Maybe y'all have, because some of y'all are just so pious and everything is so great in y'all life. What if you think about this? Think about this. I had to go there. I had to give you that one. You know why I had to give you that one? We talking about his personal accolades, and he said, look what he said. Listen to me, y'all. Let me show y'all something. Let me show you something. Watch this. Let me see. Put this on. That ain't it. Hold on. Watch it. This man had a list. With what I'm hearing about these selfish ass kids in this basketball community around here, and these selfish ass people on these summer basketball teams, how can I get better? How can I make free throws? How can I improve my jump shot? How can I get stronger? How can I make strong decisions? But guess what, y'all? Guess what got me? This is what got me. This is what got me. He have a list of questions that he just asks himself. And the thing that fascinates me the most about this clip is how quickly and on top of his mind they came out, Mindy Collins and Akila. Did y'all hear how quickly it came off the top? There's no way that this is not something that he is thinking about on a daily basis. I know it's going to be quiet. I know you ain't going to share the show. This show here should be shared to millions. Especially the 500,000 kids that's around here trying to play high school basketball and thinking they're going to college. 500,000 trying to get 1,100 spots. A year. Did y'all see how quickly it came off this tongue? You wonder if is this him being an international player? Had it had anything to do in terms of his ability to tune out some of these distractions? The same kid that over in Greece, they were so poor, him and his brother had to swap shoes. He play a little bit, then I get the shoes, then I go play. They couldn't play at the same time. They didn't have but one set of basketball shoes. But we in a society that they're ranking sixth graders. Some of y'all out here to rank them. We're in a society, they're ranking sixth graders. He the best sixth grader in the country. He the number 2 sixth grader in the country. Think about how that affect him, them grown people. Share the show. I cannot believe. Think about how this affects them. Puts them in a comparison state of mind early in their life. Where their mind ain't even formed properly yet. Think about how this affects the parents. Let me stop. Norris Miller. Check this out. He said, I see the same challenge in my profession leading private independent school. How close can I get to having an honest conversation? It's getting more and more challenging. My strength as an educator was my ability to connect to my students and players and things that were important to growth and development. The era is different, and we must be able to start accounting for those differences, or we will fail. I love that, Norris Miller. Norris Miller, first time I ever seen your name up there, man. Thank you. Thank you. Share the show. I need about 1 million more Norris Millers. Check this out, Norris. Got something else for you. It's going to help you. Remember I said they got 6th graders. They ranking 6th graders. Do you think about how that affects them, puts them in a comparison state of mind early in their life? Think about the effects it have on these parents. These parents walking around like they rock stars. And y'all thinking about, y'all talking about T. Morant. Yes, it affected him. My son can put me on a private plane and ride wherever we want to. It affected him. But we can't sit up on our lofty perch and thinking like, well, it wouldn't happen to me. Come on. Think about the effects it has on these parents. It's so hard for them to not get wrapped up into to that reality. Parents sitting up and waiting on my son to get an offer, so not for him to get an offer, just so she can tweet it. I just want everybody to know. And that's your only exposure to it. I'm talking to an athletic director the other day, and they were saying to me, Robert, you know, when they have the announcements to pick the hat, what college they're going to go to, he said, some they got people out there now doing it for high schools they choosing. For the summer teams they choose. They put out edits. I'm playing on this summer team this summer. So what? They done went from picking the hats to go to college to picking the hats to go to high school. I told y'all should have shared this show. Ain't nobody gonna give it to you like this. Shannon Sharp ain't gonna tell you this. Stephen A. Smith ain't gonna tell you this. Skip Bayless definitely ain't gonna tell you this. Share it. Cameron and what's the other boy, Mace, they ain't gonna tell you this. Gilbert Arenas, Ryan Clark ain't gonna tell you this. It's the stupidest state. Hey, let me tell you something. Content my behind. And I'm glad you in the classroom and them kids. Content. I get sick of y'all talking about some damn content. This crap y'all out here peddling ain't no damn sustainable content. Just cause you got a camera and an edit button and Adobe, what's that Adobe suite, don't mean you're putting out content. You're doing the same thing. All of y'all doing the same thing out here talking about some damn content. I'm sick of hearing that word. Content hatter, the social media. That ain't no damn content. Sitting up there putting a hat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is what high school I'm going to. That's content. That's the problem. Because we got grown ass people. That's content hatter. That's the social media era. Ranking 6th graders. That's content. It's sick. You don't do everything that's on social media. So you follow everything. You give them all your content. Corey, you giving him, Corey, they ain't making no money off of this stuff, Corey. You calling talking about back? No, ain't nobody watching that mess. You put a thing out there and 2 people will look at it. That's content. Oh, y'all kill me. Y'all kill me. I see where these kids get it from, though. Boy, find a crazy ass kid, go home, somebody crazy gonna open the door for him. They doing this. They choosing hats in high school. The commercialization of sports is happening and younger ages, which is harder for them to ask these kinds of questions that Giannis is asking, because they are thinking about something else. They ain't thinking about getting better like Giannis. His set, he turned all of it off. That's why he one of the best players in the world. Let me show you what's going on with this, Corey. We are reinforcing at a young age to get and not give. Even things like how you monetize social media now. It's all about what can I get? How can I get on the best team? How can I get the best scholarship offer? How can I get the best contract, the best NIL? It's just something that has been ingrained in the beginning of this youth experience, of this sports experience. In the beginning. That's a lie. They didn't offer him no $20 million to stay. It's just a lie. Quit reading that damn clickbait. They ain't offered this man no $20 million. That's a lie. You better go and find out from the daddy and the son. Nobody offered them that. People always trying to told y'all better check these sources. Because when I saw it, I went to the source. That's why I never talk about it on this show. I've been knowing that mess been out. The hell I'm going to sit up here and perpetuate some mess like that. Like you was in the room. They just offered Ma to stay. Oh my goodness. Let me keep going. It's just something, like I said, that has been ingrained in the beginning of the sports experience right now. And let me go. But I got a good one. I got a good one for us. I got a good one. Giannis was a good one. How the people are not open to receiving your content. It's too real, and they go, oh, they listening to it. Akila, they listening to it. Akila, guess what? Don't nobody like to know their house dirty. Akila. Don't nobody like to know that their feet stink. They scrubbing them feet off now. Don't. Believe you me. They get it. Some people just like to hear themselves on the comments. I know you kind of knew. We got some people that just like to be on the comments. That was one of them right there. He likes to be comment. He liked to. All I'm trying to do, Akila, in the last 20 years, this summer basketball, grassroots basketball, these people have been drinking a dirty glass of water. So I come with a clean glass of water for them. But they've been used to this dirty ass glass of water. I got to get them to drink this clean and clear water. And it's hard because they like this dirty ass water. They think it works for them. This man here been watching this show since its inception. He said, I love it when you light up the room full of darkness. You can't hide from the fact. That's all I'm giving you is facts. These guys, I don't know what these people talking about. These are commenters. The people just comment. They just comment. But see, I'm going to go and find, hey man, did this really happen? But I'm going to tell you, one of the coolest shots I've ever seen played. I like this. I got to find it. I got to find it. Y'all got to follow me here, because I be watching stuff like this. What's the kid's name? Oh. Huh. I know I got it. Don't do me like that. Hold on. I know I got it. Y'all ain't gonna, y'all, I got it. Hold on. Let me see. It's just it.
Satan.
Sox for the win! Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Unbelievable! Unbelievable! The perfect season remains on go!
Satan.
Sox for the win! Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Unbelievable! Unbelievable! The perfect season remains on go!
Satan.
Sox for the win! Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Unbelievable! Unbelievable! The perfect season remains.
Ladies and gentlemen, one of the coolest shots I ever seen. Hold up, Jimmy, I'm going to get you back out and then bring you back in. Hold on a second. One of the coolest shots I ever seen. Let me silence you too. Was you over there? Let me silence you too. All right. It was the Final Four game. It was nominated. That was Jalen Suggs. It was nominated for ESPY. I think I got that on there for ESPY. Yeah, got that for you. It was nominated for ESPY award. That shot, right? But what is cool about it is the night before he hit that shot, Jalen Suggs, they asked him in an interview, what do you want to happen tomorrow? And he said I want to make my 7-year-old self proud. Y'all, and that was an evolved mindset. He didn't start the season out thinking that way. Now he was, what was interesting, the next day, because he's from Minnesota, the Minnesota Twins tweeted out, I got to find it. The Minnesota Twins, oh, here it is. This is what they tweeted out. They tweeted it out from him. They featured this video and put it up. How crazy is that? He's from Minnesota. He hit that shot. He said what he said. They heard it, and they did that. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. What Jalen would do before the games, he would go to the hardwood where it's brightest in the game so he can see a reflection of himself, and he would talk to himself. And at the beginning of the year, what he would say to himself is, just go kill. I'm just going to kill. But by the end of the year, it was, he said, let's have fun, and I love you. He talking to his reflection. And that was a personal transformation that he made as a young athlete. He was drafted number 3 on draft night. This was made for him. I got a picture for that. They made this for him. It's unbelievable. They made that for him, sent that to him. That was the personal transformation that this young man made. But he said he had to stay anchored to the innocence of why he playing this game that made him fall in love with this game in the first place. This is a lesson that I hope he learned and he takes with him forever in that moment, so he won't be as bitter as Kyrie Irving is. Because you saw it with Kyrie. All of these guys, listen, in the league that y'all always talking about, always got something to say about, who don't even know your ass, are susceptible to environment, of this environment that Kyrie had to go to. And your inner strength must increase with your success. So the higher you go, don't let your character take you nowhere. Your talent take you somewhere your character can't keep you. But I'm going to bring Jimmy on. I just wanted to share that with y'all, the difference in the modern athlete. We have got, it's not the same. Jimmy, in the beginning of this message, I just asked the question, what does the modern athlete have to go through that I didn't when I was coming up as an athlete? But there we go, Jim. I'm gonna bring you in, and you can get to work, boss. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, hold up. I got to unmute you too. Let's see. I got you unmuted. All right, there you go. Yeah, what's up, man?
Yeah, what we got. I just put it on my screen. I saw first thing I see was a question from Glenn Bishop say, okay, what y'all was talking about. That's why I get confused about rankings, because they never get all the players together, but they rank the kids 1 through 100.
No, but what I did, Jimmy, let me give you some context. I was talking about the modern athlete, and I was talking about how they ranking 6th graders right now. And I'm saying, how in the hell do you know who the best 6th grader is if all of them ain't in there? Then somebody talking about,
no, but that's a understand that.
I know, but then I came back. I'm giving you context. Then I came back because I saw a tweet, dude talking about who the best point guard in Houston, who this here, who I think this guy here, and I said, how you gonna know if all of them ain't been in the room playing against each other? So that's when he came out and said, I was just giving you context. He didn't just out of the blue say that. He just was commenting on something I said.
Yeah. He said I get confused about it. That's what.
Well, don't get confused about it. It ain't nothing to get confused about.
It ain't.
Yeah.
I've been saying this for. Let me tell you this again. Either you're on the right side of politics or you ain't. When those 6th graders that you was describing, I didn't hear you when you described it, but you just mentioned 6th graders. Yeah, let me explain something to you guys. That means one guy went to an event where a lot of the top teams may have been there, right? But that's not an inclusion of all the top talent everywhere. But that event, that means that person deemed that event valuable or prestigious, and they went and started their count from that point moving forward.
Okay.
Then what happens is next year, more kids will feel they have to be there because they see some other kids on this list where they started at and moved forward. Then there's other kids that are going to be on that list because they're going to pay some money. I'm just trying to figure through sometimes, do people prick at that conversation just to hear? Because nobody's going to ever say that except for the Chop Shop. Do y'all just want to hear it? Then you say, aha, yeah, we knew it. You fucking right, you knew it. They pay money for rankings. Trust me, I know. I've had 1,000 people offer me bread. I've had people that offer, you wouldn't believe what people have offered me And I stood on morals for 20-something years. 20-something years. Stood on morals. So, but I know the vast majority, and there's a lot of guys out there that stand on morals too now. Don't get it twisted. Some guys just won't take, that don't mean they ain't take it yesterday or they won't take it tomorrow. Some guys just might not take it or they might not take it from you. But there are people, that's what happens. So that means some people you notice something don't look right, and you see a little Johnny on somebody's list that you know is sorry as hell. Little Johnny daddy or mammy paid some money. Leave it alone. Get over it.
Don't get confused.
Don't get confused. It is what it is. Why y'all keep acting like, what you want them to do? Go out with a sign and just deflate their little baby's humility and his whole ego, and so that he can realize that he's really, he didn't really have to go online. He had to go, they just walked him over through the pledge. They paid the money and cut the check. It happens. It ain't no different than a freaking walk-on. Some walk-ons, you know how they got there? Because mama or daddy or uncle or somebody wrote a check.
Jimmy, are they familiar with Varsity Blues? They must have think that didn't happen. That court case. The parents paying for their kids to be on the rowing team and paying. That stuff happens. Mr. Bishop, you've been watching this show too long. And if you still confused.
That's the key word. You see that what got me. It wasn't other stuff.
Hell, you confused. They done told you there's some bullshit. Excuse me. Oh, Lord, I'm sorry. They done told you it is. And you still, well, Robert.
How can this guy be ranked over that guy? Well, guess what? That guy, and I said it all last year. Maybe that other parent might have invited somebody over for the cookout. And I used to say it. I hinted to you. I hinted to you. And I hinted to you. And you still never invite me to the cookout. That don't mean your kid gonna get ranked higher, but it damn sure helps with me because I'm not gonna take your money, but I will take your food.
Don't get him no crawfish. It's
I'll take your crawfish. I'll take your Crown Raw. But I ain't gonna take your bread.
Right.
So that's about as much integrity you're gonna get from me because it's the truth. Now, guess what? I'm not mad at the other guys that take the bread. I get a little bit pinched when, as you guys can tell, when people act like they see what the hell going on and you act like you don't see it. That's basically what it is. Now, don't get it twisted. There are some kids that might have played well when you went to the out of town on the Nike circuit, and a guy might have saw this kid getting down on the Under Armour circuit. And guess what? You wasn't there. He might have got down and he got a boost. And then you get back to Houston, you know how this stuff goes, or Texas, and the kid relapses into his old self, but still you can't undo what your eyes saw. Some kids get down. Some kids might have got down at the John Lucas camp. There are various platforms, and guess what? That's a way to supersede yourself up the ladder, because there's a lot of guys from around the country. As far as the state of, if you live anywhere near Texas, there's going to be no event that's going to take place where there's going to be more national guys in the state of Texas. There's no single event where it's more ranked. I'm talking about ranking guys, not college coaches. So that thing is a way to expedite yourself, bypass, get on the HOV lane to get to where you're trying to go. So that's the thing. I just don't get when people sit there and they
don't
act
get
with
confused. And then, Glenn, you say you know it's bull crap, but how's you confused then?
How you say you confused?
Yeah, I don't. Glenn.
And guess what? How do you say you're confused about it? That's the thing that got me.
That's what got me to confused. No, you shouldn't be confused. I be laughing when I see some of the stuff. My favorite thing is when I go, I'm going to tell y'all something now. And I'm going to show you, Glenn, I'm going to tell you what I do. Glenn, I went to a game the other day, Glenn. I go in a game, right? And Glenn, I'm just watching the game. I'm minding my business. I don't like nobody to tell me who to go to watch. I'm just there watching the game, right? I'm watching the game. Good game. So at halftime, one of my partners come up and said, how this dude here do? Because he this and he this and he did this. I said, who? Him? He ain't did shit. Terrible. But how the heat, drink, heat this. I said, if I came down from Mars, it's the first time I ever seen this dude. Somebody done paid something that happened. So when I see this, that's why I say I love to go to games and see these kids myself. Cause Stacy, I said, and then somebody gonna tell me, well, he did play. You just caught him on a bad night. I said, y'all don't understand. I look at the game different from y'all. What's my man said today? Hold up, Jimmy, my man had something today. And boy, he got me. He said, Rob, he tweeted, he said, there's a difference between watching basketball and knowing basketball. Too many people think they know basketball. They watch. I watch a lot of home improvement shows on TV, but that don't mean I know how to build a house. I said, wow. Watchers and knowers. I don't say I look at the game better. Like some dude tell me, what do you mean? I said, I just look at the game different. I sit up here and watch the game, and I come in here and I saw a guy that was no significance on the defensive end, was no significance on the offensive end, and his team got beat by 1,000, and you telling me he is the dude? I said, y'all got this stuff messed up. So Glenn, I wasn't confused. I knew it was some shit in the game. I knew it was some stuff in the game. And guess what? And Glenn, all you got to do is do a little research. Jimmy, I didn't even have to call you. All I had to do was a little and I said, oh. Hey, hold up, Glenn. When I saw what happened, Glenn, I said, oh. And that's all. That's all, Glenn. Glenn, don't get confused, man. Don't ever get confused again about somebody ranking. Because guess what? That's their rankings. They ain't yours. And the hell you getting confused about somebody else's stuff?
Well,
ain't nobody confused about what you doing over there. Have anybody calling you on your, well, Glenn, I'm confused with what the hell you doing over here, Glenn. Nobody's thinking about that. So why you worried about you being confused about somebody? I'm sorry, Jim. Go on.
I'm just a lot of times, a lot of these guys out here are doing a very good job on your parents at brainwashing the hell out of y'all. I didn't realize that the people were that good in Texas. There are some guys that does a number job on you parents. And to make you think that everything else is to blame for your lack of meeting expectations, except for them. Could be, possibly, that many of y'all might have picked the wrong grassroots program to play for. Possibly many of you guys, yeah. But you won't never blame them until maybe years later.
Yeah.
And the thing's so crazy. If a restaurant gives you bad service, a lot of y'all, the first thing y'all do will go to the internet or to what they call it, web or whatever, and write a bad review. Write a bad review on that particular restaurant. You would go to their social media page. You would write a bad review about that experience. But when it comes to this grassroots basketball, I really, now when I'm confused about something. I'm confused as to why so many of y'all keep y'all mouths so damn shut and afraid to speak out on these horrible ass experiences that y'all get with these people and the lies that you know that they tell you, but you want to blame a ranking that never lies.
Jimmy, they scared as hell to say something about these folks.
I'm trying to figure
he might hurt my baby.
Why is that?
He might hurt my baby. He might say something.
I'm confused, guys. So that means I'm begging you to help me get my GPS on the right street to I can get to Understanding Boulevard. I'm trying to get to Understanding Boulevard. I'm lost as hell right now. My phone teetering. It's in the red. I'm on my last bar. I ain't got no. Help me get to Understanding Boulevard.
When you challenge the statement, you ain't say you missing the point. How the hell we missing the point? The man said we missing the point. You say you was confused. Let me put this shit on the screen so so people don't think we just. Hold up. Let me go back. I just don't understand. I'm confused. That's why I get confused about rankings, because they never get all the players together. You said confused. We didn't put, and you talking about we don't get the point. Where's the point? Then Alfio wrote a damn novel, man. Alfio wrote a damn. He copied and pasted. He copied and pasted some, Jimmy. Hold up, it'll take up the whole damn screen.
I didn't see it.
I don't know what the hell was on his mind. Hold up. Let me just show you, y'all. This is what we had to go through. No, he ain't wrote, Jimmy. You know he ain't wrote all of this. You know he ain't wrote all of this. Let me show. Look at that, Jimmy. That nigga went and grabbed something and copied it and pasted it and put it on our damn screen.
Well, I just thought he just said he in his class. Let his class learn. You know what?
Okay. No. His class need to know. Hey, teacher. No. Teacher, look. Them dudes that know what the hell they talk about. You need to bring your Mr. Professor. You need to bring your game going up. You need to bring your Jimmy. We got to quit shielding these kids. These kids need to know. Step your game up, Mr. Professor. You messing with Hatter Hicks over there. You got to step your game up, Mr. Instructor. He on the break.
They on breaks. They on break, so we can cuss now. We can go back. I'll just hold on. I'm gonna say you got one more cuss. We're gonna give them one damn.
No,
but now they on break. We good. No, they on break now. Don't hold. Just release the house.
I hope they're watching.
But I was looking at them, and just like it was last year. In case you guys missed it, there was a pretty good celebration bowl this past weekend.
Yes,
with Florida A&M
and Howard
coming from behind and beating old Howard 30-26. The game was played in Atlanta, and 41,108 is the reported attendance for that celebration bowl. That's the winner of the SWAC and the winner of the MEAC. It's an annual occurrence. Pretty good. I've never been to one, but I've heard great things about it. And with the NCAA under new management, and of course they're stumbling and crippled at the legs right now. So they're really trying. And I saw the president of the NCAA, the new
come on, Charlie Baker. Ideas. Hold on. You know I got it. Come on, Jimmy. I got that, old Charlie.
And we'll keep
those and I think the biggest thing we can do for the HBCUs is three things. Number one, we need to help them stoke their fan base. This is one of the biggest things I think we need to do. And I think the biggest thing we can do for the HBCUs is three things. Number one, we need to help them stoke their fan base. This is one of the biggest things I think we need to do for all of our colleges, which is to do more because of our scale to create fan bases and grow the fan bases, because at the end of the day, the fan base is what creates excitement and what creates brand. And that's what everybody's looking for here. The second is, I think we can help them with the cost of what they pay for stuff. We've never really tried to create a purchasing collaborative as an organization, and yet we have 1,100 members. They buy a ton of the same stuff. We could save everybody 10, 15, 20% on what they pay for all the product that they buy to support their programs. It's real money that they could turn around and reinvest in other things. And I think the third thing we can do is be flexible about how we think about the way these organizations need to operate, what divisions they want to be in, what sports they want to be part of, and to recognize that, you know, kind of the standard way of doing stuff historically just isn't going to work going forward. And I think the biggest thing we can do for the HBCUs is three things. Number one, we help to help.
What I like about him, Jimmy, I ain't never heard Mark Emmert say nothing like that.
No. He sounds like when you first went from David Stern to
Adam Silver
in the NBA to Adam Silver.
Yeah.
What he sounds like now. Then after a while, we looked at Adam Silver like, man, I'm not gonna believe you. Then Adam Silver started doing things, and then he started doing more things, and then more things, and then you realize. Then all of a sudden, he started making appearances on shows with black. With or minority
Not
hosts.
necessarily black. He started doing stuff that affected people that didn't look like him. He started doing.
I'm just talking about giving the time of day. He started giving interviews to those guys. Whereas you saw David Stern, it would be like pulling teeth if he came on one of those shows back in the days, almost like it was mandated. You had to do it, and you could see the comfortability of David of Adam Silver. Now with this guy here with the NCAA, guess what? He stoked the fan base. Understand something? Stoke basically that basically mean empower, add fuel to it.
Yes.
You don't understand what stoke means. That means get more, do things to get more fans in the seats.
Yes.
That's the stoke the fan. I'm sorry, to get more of the alumni, right? More propelled to being more involved. So that means they can throw incentives at them from that way. I like the part about the collective on the
buying power. That's smart. That's powerful right there.
Yes,
I can't believe nobody didn't think of that. He said, "Man, we got 1,100 institutions.
They buying the stuff,
buying the same thing
anyway."
Yes.
So why not just go and put the foot up, put the power or the fire up under some of those sneaker companies, whatever you may be, and say, "Listen, okay, you'll be part of this mutual fund of purchasing power." Yeah. And instead of you treating them all like separate accounts, we're gonna get it all, and we're gonna lump all this. We're gonna
sit and we're gonna let y'all bid it on our services.
And so that's a smart thing. And then for the divisions, he didn't elaborate on the flexible of the divisions or what they want to play. You know, of course, that was the last thing he said.
Yeah.
And but it's the thought, of course, that you know what that means.
But once it come out your mouth, people gonna hold your ass accountable now.
Exactly, but that probably mean the only thing it could have meant. Well, now it could have meant one or two or three things, but first and foremost, he was at a football game, so you have to realize those HBCU schools are not part of the FBS,
right?
Whatnot. They're different.
But the FBS, that the NCAA don't control the FBS though, Jim.
No, they don't. No,
right.
They don't.
Yeah, they don't.
But you saying they want to play wherever they want to play.
Yeah,
we can try to help them.
We're gonna try to
get a crack.
Yeah.
In other words, some of these other bowls.
Yeah. The ones that
the only bowl that our teams get to play in is the Celebration Bowl.
Absolutely.
Other divisions can be 500 and go to other bowls. So and even though and reason why I say this, and I want you guys to keep track of this. We did this last year. I'm going to do it again this year. I mentioned to you guys the attendance of the Celebration Bowl, right? The Celebration Bowl, I don't know, Haller, can you pluck up and real quick while I'm talking and see who was the lead sponsor? You know, who was the sponsor for the Celebration Bowl this year?
Cricket.
That's who it was last year. They came back again?
Yeah, Cricket.
It was Cricket?
Wells Fargo gave a little what they riding ass.
I'm about the title. Who was the title? Who was the title?
It was a Cricket. It was a Cricket because they did all the commercials. It was Cricket Wild.
Okay.
Yeah.
So check this out. You advertise, you become a title sponsor for the opportunity to get your company or your business introduced or on the minds or the eyes of the viewers of the possible attendees. Well, there were 41,000, over 41,000 in attendance for this bowl game. Cricket. Now check this out. the Myrtle Beach Bowl, which featured Ohio and Georgia Southern, the New Orleans Bowl, which featured Jacksonville State and Louisiana Lafayette, and the Cure Bowl, which featured Appalachian State and Miami of Ohio. Right? Those three bowls had less attendance than the Celebration Bowl. These are the first four bowls that happened. I just named the first four bowls that was on the docket on December the 16th, right? I say it again. The Myrtle Beach Bowl had 8,000 in attendance. That's what's listed. This New Orleans Bowl with Jacksonville State and Louisiana Lafayette was played in New Orleans. Louisiana Lafayette is right there in Lafayette. They only had 14,400. So let's add it up. 14,400 plus 8,000. That's 22.4, right? And then I said the Cure Bowl, which is in Orlando, Florida, with Appalachian State and Miami of Ohio, had 11,100. So 24.4 plus 11,000, that's 35,000. The Celebration Bowl had 41,000. That's the paid attendance that's listed. So that means all of the sponsors in those other bowls probably paid more money for those other bowls, each one individually, for those two teams to play. Probably offered more prizes. Probably offered more packages. No, kids get duffel bags, all type of good, what they call them, goodie sack, goodie bag. They get all that stuff from them players when they go to those bowl games. And yet cricket sponsored this Celebration Bowl. 41,000. 41,000. Let that sink in, guys. Let that sink in. There's other. Speaking of other bowls, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 other bowls that I did not mention. Matter of fact, Howard, we'll throw another bowl in there. Let's throw another one there. That's 4. Howard, throw another one there. The Family Toastery Bowl, which was in Charlotte, North Carolina, had Western Kentucky and Old Dominion on December the 18th.
But what are you trying to say? I don't understand what you're trying to say. What are you
trying to say?
What just because the cricket's got the biggest bowl and the most people?
No,
everybody
bang for their buck. That means some of those sponsors.
So you're saying they shouldn't? What you're saying they shouldn't go back? They shouldn't go to them other bowls?
No, that means other companies should consider coming and putting their money up under the Celebration Bowl because you're getting bang for your buck.
So take it away from them and come there?
No. Guess what? At some point in time, remember this. In Houston, of course, those bowls are under contract for how many years? I don't know, 1 or 2 or 4 or whatever. That used to be a gallery furniture bowl.
So take away from over here to put over here.
There used to be a gallery furniture bowl.
Instead of saying other companies come into the Celebration Bowl, other companies come into these other bowls. That's all I'm saying. Instead of taking away.
That's exactly what I'm saying. I'm saying companies who pay attention.
No. Companies who not. You sound like you was saying leave those other bowls.
I'm saying if that was the Popeyes Bowl that got 5,000 people, the KFC should take notice and they should go and put their money up under the Celebration Bowl.
That ain't how it sound like you said.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Okay. All right.
A lot of things that I say don't sound like what I say. Yeah. That's just historically been the Jim Hicks way of talking.
Unlike other people, I ain't finna be confused. I want to ask.
So that's why I just said. You just said it don't sound. I just explained to you exactly what I'm saying. That means companies can take notice for bang for their buck. If these other people across the street, they just spent it. This other bowl I just named had 5,000 people there. So don't get it twisted. I understand.
So
it was rain. It was. At the show, what do you mean? That ain't what they planned to do. That wasn't the plan.
So what? All you can do is give an event and promote the event, and people are supposed to come, and people should come. Sometimes people don't support your event. That's all.
Yeah, but that I understand. And East Coast had a lot of rain, had a lot of bad weather. That goes into it. At the same time, Celebration Bowl, weather is going to matter little because they are playing in a domed stadium. And that's one of the things. That means when he's saying Galvin, when you said stoking the fan base, how about stoking these corporate America to pay attention to the opportunities if they came in as sponsors at more of our bowls? That's the thing. The Prairie View and TSU Labor Day Classic is amongst the list of HBCU bowls. They're annually one of the, well, they used to be one of the top 10 bowls in the country. And it's still one of the most notable. That's one of the few. Of course, they could use more corporate sponsorship. But at the same time, as I mentioned earlier, there are some guys that used to be a Blue Bunny Bowl back in Houston in the days. Then, of course,
that wasn't no Black Bowl. That wasn't no Black Bowl. That wasn't no. No,
that was at the Astrodome. That was a bowl game, just like that was funding. Somebody decided to go and get some couple of teams, and they got guaranteed.
They used to have the Avocare Bowl here. I mean, it's just the sponsors, and also cricket, then Allstate, Coca-Cola, Disney on the Yard, GSC is a global pharma company, U.S. Army, Trust. Benefits plans, Visa, Cisco, Honda, the Omni, Hilton, all of these were sponsors at
what Omni and Hilton, that mean they were the housing. They gave a deal, probably a deep discount on the rooms, and to house the players. So they in exchange for putting their names on the flyers and the advertising stuff.
That's a big. Hey, them people who run that cricket bowl ain't no joke though. Them people that know how to go get their bread.
Absolutely.
So those other people in them other bowls, y'all need to go find out who these people here are, and make sure you get with these people. That's what should happen. Should be a community. You should be saying, "Hey, look. I mean, that's how you get things done." You can be out here thinking, I'm gonna steal yours, and I'm gonna steal. No, look here. We need all of these HBCU bowls to survive, because we already know what they're doing with the money. They ain't give we got $13 billion just held up because the governors in 13 states just won't even give the money to the HBCU. So guess what? They need every dime that they can get. HBCU. So shout out to the cricket. Shout out to them, the cricket, the bowl. I mean, the Celebration Bowl. Shout out to Florida A&M, man. They just that coach. Somebody told me how good that coach was a long time ago. Coaching matters. They told me, Robert, that dude, they're gonna have them people winning. I said, what? He said, that dude there is bad. And so yeah, that's good. And I think TSU is closing in on a new coach too soon, Jim.
Yeah, I heard they're gonna get the old boy from Alcorn, and that was somebody told me that last week that the deal, and Alcorn trying to throw the hat around and trying to keep him now, and today, but that's a done deal. I'll tell you something, man. He done done all he can do in Mississippi, and the thing about it is that
Jimmy,
yeah, but I mean, you've done all you can do in Mississippi, and you got a chance to come. You done been to Houston every 2 years at least.
No,
you played down here. So.
No. His brother used to live here. His brother was a quarterback. Steve McNair,
that's right.
That's Steve McNair's brother.
Yeah. He sure was, old Fred.
Yeah.
And so he done been there more than a couple of times. I'm talking about recently as the Alcorn coach. You played home and home every 2 years. You played in that city. So let me tell you something. Living in H-Town, person get the opportunity to live up in here and get paid more money than you did your regular job, you come in H-Town. Cost of living is good. It's a good diversification. And know he like to eat. He gonna eat like none other. And I'm telling you, it's gonna be good days for him. So that's gonna be the higher. It's just amazing how in the SWAC, everybody recycles in the SWAC. Like as though, and that's the funny thing. But at the same time, everybody that brought somebody that's an outsider, so to speak, most of the outsiders that didn't have SWAC ties, they didn't do well.
So
It didn't do well. So I understand the recycling because you have to have a certain understanding because the
Yeah.
budgets on what you normally think it is, that bus, the charter bus life, that's a different life than most people used to riding on planes and going through airports. And also Grambling is hiring, is making a hire as well.
Yeah,
They
already hired him already.
They got him. Okay, they closed that deal. And Southern as well. Southern hired from within, if I'm not mistaken, that their new head coach. So a guy that's has experience and been on there. So here we are gearing up, and those are the things for swag. But you haven't heard TSU is expected to name Fred McNair as
While we on the
new
show,
football coach.
I think they called a meeting. The Board of Regents called a meeting for 12:30. And by the time we get off here, we'll have a new coach.
12:30. It was after that.
Yeah, but I mean, they got to go to the meeting, talk. The Board of Regents, they just called a special meeting at 12:30. We don't
mean
know.
at 2:30?
Just discuss. No, at 12:30, they called a special meeting. 12:30.
Well, that meeting over with.
To discuss the offer of the contract. It's according to how complex the offer was. Yeah, it might be over with now. But hey, an hour and a half meeting now. This big business, Jimmy. This ain't going in there and talking to no school district. You going in there because his guy in there saying, well, what about this? And what about this? And then he's like, what about this? Oh yeah. Oh no, this hold up. Toscasita is pretty damn good.
Oh, end of the third quarter, but Klein Kane is not. So that's a good showing.
But they got a hell of a player.
Yeah.
That's all they got.
No, they ain't all they got. They had a kid at the beginning of the year that got hurt back in fall ball.
Mickey Joseph.
He was going to be that Robin.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Frank. Mickey Joseph. That's Vance Joseph, brother. Vance Joseph, a former NFL.
Yeah, Mickey.
That's right.
And he was in the NFL a little while as well. Mickey Joseph was. Yeah. So that's shout out to them. And also, where we at now? Oh, we at the top of the hour. It's time to get ready to land this plane.
Oh yeah.
And
damn, yeah.
And also, we missed. It was something that we supposed to hit, and we forgot and left it on the table. Put it in the freezer. We had to throw it out for tomorrow.
I should have wrote it down, man. I forgot.
We were supposed to hit today, and I have a couple. I know I have.
You can give them. I got a few minutes.
I know what it was. Over in Louisiana, Isidore Newman High School has been hit. That's news. That's big news. That shakes the whole landscape of the state of high school basketball, and that is Newman High School, based in New Orleans, has been ruled ineligible for the state playoffs in basketball, and head coach Randy Livingston has been suspended for 1 calendar year. So that means that we'll take the last one first. That means that, and this is because of the use of an eligible player, and they've also been stripped of all wins.
And the championship.
The last 2 championships.
Yeah.
Since 2002. So all the wins from then, so involving at least one ineligible player. That's sad news. And the basketball program has been placed on restrictive probation, but they will be allowed to complete their regular season schedule. Kind of like a Duncanville Part 2.
Yeah.
What you're hearing with not the same thing, but kind of like that. And they have Newman High School has decided to actively engage in a formal appeal of the ruling and the sanctions. So they are not accepting it wholeheartedly, which Duncanville, as opposed, they took it and just say, okay, man, we gonna comply. There was some rumblings about Duncanville, what they were planning on doing, but they said, no, you know what, we're gonna take it and just run with it. Because if you did that, basically, you DFW people that are watching, basically it's kind of like if you're dirty and you're riding dirty and a man want to just give you a ticket for speeding, and you want to contest this, but if you contest it now, they might just come and search the car. You know you got some. You know you got something in that trunk. Take that speeding ticket, run your ass with it, go on and pay it, and call it a day. This is basically what Duncanville did. People knew, they sent word and say, okay, if you fight this, we're coming after your football team next. This is what I got from on the inside lane of the track back when this was going on. They basically said, if you want to play around with us, we've had complaints on your football program. We can go raise the hood up and look up under the hood and see if you run and see if that motor street legal or not with that football program. So this is what we're looking at in regard to the Randy Livingston. I'm sad to hear that about him, man, because he has a son that's playing, and that means now this doesn't just directly affect him; it also affects his son. And that's sometimes like, man, sometimes. So we'll see as much as this thing unravel, we will share more with you guys on that. I also want to give a shout out to Good Vision Academy, Hatter.
What
they went out to Las Vegas. They went out to Las Vegas and went 4-0. Gilbert Good and his crew went 4-0 out there. And that means, they went to California 2 weeks ago and ran the table in California. Good Vision and Trent Burns has made his debut with the team. He's remember he hadn't played any of the season. He was wondering where Trent Burns. Trent Burns went and traveled and suited up with them in Las Vegas at the Tarkanian Classic. Good Vision has won 15 consecutive games. Now, mind you, I'm not sure who they've scheduled this team to play against because they didn't know much about them. So they probably didn't give them a whole lot of fire. And that ain't my fault. That's the fault of the schedulers, because sometimes when I've got a team from out of town, I'm going to call different people and say, man, what's up on this team? What kind of fire they got? Who I should get them against? And then they do a little homework. Some people don't do that. And it's a slight, and it's to a lot of our teams that go and play out of town. What else I had? Anthony Edwards. How did you talk about Ant-Man?
Because it's so much. It's so much.
We talk about it tomorrow. Put it on the docket for tomorrow. Put it in the freezer.
I got that on the list. I got him. I got him on the list.
I got him. We're gonna be too long. We got Anthony Edwards in his situation. So guys, make tomorrow, especially women. That'd be good.
Women, I need y'all tomorrow. Y'all got to
need y'all
no, Jimmy, wait a minute. Where my man at? I'm confused. Hey, so make sure tomorrow we coming to see Good Vision. Ooh, Stacy say his team coming to see Good Vision on January the 19th in Houston. Yeah.
Stacy, let me tell you something. Bring your little, back in the old days, on the old school, before they keep their bread in one of them old Crown Royal bags. Bring your little Crown Royal sack with you, and you're gonna talk about that game right there. I feel okay about
you. You feel good about Good Vision.
I feel pretty good about.
You seen Stacy team?
Like
you ain't seen.
I ain't not this year.
He got a few dudes now.
Not this year.
He got. He came down here. I think they came down here for Rick event.
Yeah, they came for Rick event.
Yeah. He got some dudes. Okay.
January
the 9th, y'all. Houston, let's show up. Wherever this, what tournament is? First of all, because I can't go there by the time. Stacy, where is it going? Where that tournament? I mean, where that game gonna be at, Stacy? Find out where the game gonna be at. Jimmy, you know where the game gonna be at?
No, not that one. I'm quite sure you tell. He let us
find
know.
Out, Stacy, because I want to know.
Stacy let us know, and also on tomorrow, I want to address. Look, Tobias Bass put the tweet out and gave you guys some of the statistics about college freshmen and their minutes. And you guys know I can't wait to get into that topic.
I got that in my things too.
You guys know I can't wait to get into.
But you was talking about Power Fives though, Jimmy. You was talking about Power.
But that tweet, if you look at the included pictures, it has the stats for the other levels as well.
Okay.
You gotta open it.
Tonight, Jimmy. Hold up, tonight. Memphis play Virginia, man. Go Memphis, play Virginia tonight, baby. We got to win this one, Jimmy. Jimmy, it's the first time ever that we play a ranked team at home in years. So Memphis versus Virginia tonight. I can't wait. Oh, we play. Hold up. Where y'all play at? It's at their gym. Wait a minute. Good Vision got a gym?
I don't know we'll find out where they home gym at. They kind of switch around last couple of years, from Good Vision where they practice at. Probably, they don't have
Michael, I've been meaning to talk about this. If y'all got any money in the Federal Navy Fund, take it out. And I'll tell y'all why tomorrow. But keep going. Take your money out of that. They ain't worth 4 days flight. This the kind of stuff I was telling y'all a few years back, and y'all didn't understand. But now it's coming to fruition. So I can't wait to talk about that. He said we play Legacy. Oh, then Jimmy the next day. So Stacy and them coming in here and get them a double header. They said they're gonna come in there and whoop on Good and them on the 9th, and then whoop up on Legacy on the 10th. That's what he's saying.
Mm-hmm. And speaking of Legacy lost by double digits last night. The Sunrise.
Alfio ain't said that.
Alfio said Sunrise is good as advertising. It's supposed to be a down year.
But he didn't say that.
This supposed to be a down year for Legacy? Because if it's a down year for Sunrise and it's not a down year for Legacy, then you shouldn't be losing by 20. You should close that gap.
Okay. I'm watching. Y'all, I'm watching your comments and I'm watching your tweets.
That's for true. That's for true.
Yeah.
And their main team, Michael Jordan, it was their national team that went and played this game with their best guys. And if these are your best guys, then you have to go and if you get, I'm not expecting you to beat these guys, but then that was the plan, that was the sale 4 years ago. 4 years ago, Legacy said, we're going to be the next Oak Hill. We're going to be better than the next Oak Hill. We're going to be a national powerhouse. We're going to go and we're going to get. Then it went from, after you played a few of those national games, you won one, maybe two of a nationally ranked team during that span. And then you lose to them. Then the narrative changed from we're not going to be this next Oak Hill, but it's next Montverde now. Now it's like come play with us. We get to travel and play all of these teams from around the country.
But Jimmy, it ain't wrong for them to win. There ain't no wrong for the reach for the stars. The reach before the moon, and then if you fall upon the stars, you good. I don't blame them. What they supposed to say? We're gonna be the next Lee High School? Hell no. They saying they want to be the next Oak Hill. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Conquer the state first. That's what.
But ain't nothing wrong with saying that's what you want to be.
Well, if you're selling people to make life decisions and transfer their babies from one school to your school, and that was part of the main sale.
We're gonna talk about this tomorrow. We're gonna talk about that. Somebody put that on the list.
Selling point. Huh? So now it's no different now, because now you're happy just to play them. You're happy to be the sparring partner. That's what I have a problem
with. First you said he was going out to conquer these guys.
You're going to be the champ.
But then they find out they couldn't, Jimmy. So what they supposed to keep touching? What they supposed to keep doing? What they supposed to be saying? Tell me what they supposed to be saying.
Go get better players.
It's hard to get better players out here, man.
Go get better players. Go get them. Go get better players.
Why didn't the elite players go? Why did people trying to get people to leave our city to go somewhere? Why all of them boys who did? Thank God that Zion came back. Why all of these boys? Why didn't even Trey Johnson? Why he could have came there?
Well, some of those guys, when you're saying Link, some of those schools like that, they're sponsored by sneaker programs.
Okay, so you got to be smart.
And the powers that be will encourage you, if you're trying to go, then go where you're gonna. And then they had the ESPN package with the new Nike League, and understand that has some weight.
Okay.
That has weight because now you get to be on. You get the guaranteed.
But guess what? Until they get one of them top players, they ain't gonna get Jimmy. But Nike ain't gonna give them one of them top deals unless they get a top player. We got to get the top player first.
No, but they already have the deals now. Those schools, that league is already set.
But I heard they looking to expand.
All 8 of those teams have deals.
But I know. But what if one of them teams stank it up? Somebody can take their place.
That's their job. Now you understand how the job of the machine. The sneaker company's job now, if they find out a kid is going to leave.
All I'm saying, if we keep sending Legacy better players, Legacy be in better position. Because you saying they ain't got the players, right?
Legacy has a relationship with a sneaker company, just not the right one.
Okay. All right. Okay.
You see? So now
after you say they're gonna get them next year.
Well, that sneaker company have to get behind you and understand what's happening now. You had a head start. Now you're battling against those other 8, at least those 8 schools that are part of the Nike thing now, program now. That's automatically has an ESPN deal.
What sneaker company mess with Lakers? Because I never seen them play.
It was Under Armour. Then it was, I want to say, what New Balance?
Alpha Yo, what shoes y'all wearing out there?
And now it may be Puma. And now I'm hearing it may be Puma.
Okay.
So the relationship, I'm saying, as far as the grassroots arm, not necessarily affiliated with, it's not part of Legacy's grassroots team, but the head coach is the common denominator.
Okay, I got
so that's just like saying the Louisiana, what they call it, Live On. Live On is not Isidore Newman's grassroots team.
I got you.
That's Randy Livingston's grassroots team.
Right.
So same thing with PJ Kunstnard and the Legacy, the School of Sports Science. So, or similar, put it like that. So that's the thing on that.
Let's get out of here, man. We done gave him too much today. That's enough.
They got to make sure we got 2 good ones to talk about tomorrow.
Yes.
We got Anthony Edwards, of course, and what was the other one? About the statistics about the freshmen and the minutes for a lot of these freshmen that are around the country.
But Jim, I got a question. Before we leave. To tease him for them.
Hey, no, you ain't playing good.
We're gonna tease him for them.
I give respect. Facts. Respect, brother.
Facts. Shot one falling.
Hold on.
Got to get it on the other end.
I want. Hey, no, you ain't playing good.
What these 2 tricks talking about?
I give respect.
Facts.
That's my thing.
Facts. Shot one falling.
Trick number 1 and trick number 2. They don't need to even be.
Sure. I appreciate that.
What the? Hey, I can't wait till tomorrow.
I know. I already know. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I already know. Yeah, you already know. Yeah, Jimmy, what the hell they need to be talking to each other about?
Yeah, facts.
We'll see y'all tomorrow on that one. What the hell them 2 got in common?
No. More than that, I'll tell you some more things they got in common.
I know, but I just said tomorrow. Oh my goodness. See, hey, like my dude, you said see tomorrow. See tomorrow. Tascasita. Oh, man. Tascasita. Whooping Klein Kane. Let's not forget about Navy. Yeah, we'll talk about the Navy. I'll talk about Navy. I got a little Navy. I'll talk about Navy in the beginning.
I predicted that Tascasita would beat them by double digits. So Klein Kane kept that thing close. And they scored 75 points against the Tascasita. That's very rare. Tascasita don't normally give up that many points on the defensive end. So great showing.
They can't stop that monster, dude.
Yeah, John Clark must have stepped up big time today. In the loss. Sometimes a loss can be.
When did he get his money?
Like a win.
Freight.
He got his money.
Freight.
I'm quite sure he got his money on that. Quite sure. Right. So that's it, man. We'll see y'all share the show when we're at the door. We'll be up out of here, man. We got to get up out of here. Peace. Chop Shop. See you guys on tomorrow. Boys, gonna be rocking tomorrow. Woo, man.
Jim Hicks. Rob Hatter, you are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro. Let's get it. We in the Chop Shop. We live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk. We live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up, it's live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop, we live.